at the New York Roadrunners Running Center in Midtown Manhattan for a press conference featuring some of the athletes who will be participating in the 112th Millrose Games, which takes place Saturday, February 9th at the Armory New Balance Indoor Track and Field Center in Washington Heights. With us, Ajee Wilson, the women's 800-meter American holder of the record. Now you're going to be competing in the Millrose Games, and this is, you're no stranger to the Millrose Games. How many years have you competed through the years?
So I've been competing since my junior year in high school. No, my sophomore year in high school, actually. I ran the Millrose Mile in my sophomore year. And then my junior year, I just hopped into the professional 800, and since then I've been doing them. So maybe like 6 or 7 years now. I've been coming to Millrose, yeah.
Oh, so this is a nice homecoming.
Yes.
And tell me a little bit, about your strategy. Do you think you're just going to come out fast or pace, or how do you visualize it? Or do you visualize? Some people visualize the victory.
Right, absolutely. Like before my races, I'm going through it time and time again of what I want to happen, where I want to be, how I want to feel. So my teammate is pacing. I think she's going to take us out in about 57, 58. So the plan, the hope is that, I get behind her, follow her through for the first 4, and then once she peels off, just keep that momentum going and finish strong.
Any injuries or?
No injuries, knock on wood. It's been a great season so far, a healthy season. Of course, you get nicks and knacks here and there throughout training, but so far I've been pretty healthy, and I'm excited to see where my fitness takes me tomorrow.
And last year, we had a relay, didn't we? Fill the audience in because a record was set. It was one of the most exciting moments in sport.
Absolutely. So last year, we set the 4x800 world record with two of my teammates and then another Team USA athlete. So it was super, super huge, super big deal to be able to, break a world record. Like that's insane. That doesn't happen often. So last year, Millrose was a great show.
And what was one of the storylines that you trained with somebody that you were running right against, or
right?
What was that?
Yeah. So the team consisted of myself, Charlene Lipsy, and Raven Rogers, Krishana Williams, and Raven, Charlene, and I. We all trained together out of Philadelphia.
I remember. Well, good luck, and we'll see you tomorrow afterwards. We want to see a victory there.
Thank you so much. Hoping for it.
Thank you.
Thanks.
We have Colleen Quigley and Kate Grace, and this is the New York Wanamaker Mile. Last year, Colleen just beat out Kate by a hair. Now, tell me about this year's event.
This year we're going back at it again. It's going to be another good field, a few other new faces that weren't there last year. And so it'll be competitive just like it was, and I think we have a good pacer. It's going to set a pretty hot pace for us through 800 meters, through half of the race. We've been working hard. We're going to get out there and try and do our best and compete against the field that's there, and hopefully one of us will come home with the W.
And being a defending champion, is there any more pressure?
Yeah, it's a little different than last year for sure. Last year I had never raced here before, and so I felt like I was coming in with very low expectations. No one's really paying much attention to me, which was, kind of nice. This year is definitely a little bit different, but I think I'm ready for the challenge, and I try not to let myself get too stressed out by all the hype and just focus on business and like what I need to do to perform on the day.
And Kate, what's going to be different this year?
So we're actually training partners. We train together at a group called the Bowerman Track Club. So we've been training together for the last month. It's been so much fun, and we've been working really hard. I feel like it's funny, last year we also were training together, and I would say that we're both in better shape this year, which has been great to see. It's been fun having things kind of come together. We were at altitude to get a little extra boost.
With this English gardener, it's going to be on the 112th Millrose Games 60-meter sprint. Now tell me, what is the secret to the sprint and that start?
Get out. There really is no major secret. Honestly, as long as there's not enough time to kind of prepare for a race like this. You just have to start, get out, and go. And so that's going to be basically my motto, is just do what I do best, and that's start fast. So.
And what about sometimes a lot of people get disqualified right at that beginning on that very start?
Yeah, that's all about poise. You never anticipate the gun; you listen for it. So that's definitely something we, as runners, we don't like to talk about. False starting. It's something that shouldn't be done as a professional. I mean, it happens for sure, and you just learn from it. But you never anticipate. You always listen.
You know, and you have a great story. Your father is training you right now. Now, tell me about that relationship, and do you listen, and just tell me how that. You know, you said he works you hard because he knows you.
He knows me, yeah. My dad is my best friend. Little fun fact, when I was born, my dad was my first contact. So we have a certain bond that I think you really don't see often a lot of times with fathers and daughters. And so, you know, he knows me in and out. He knows when I'm upset. He knows what I'm thinking. A lot of time when he's coaching me, we don't really verbally talk. We kind of talk with our eyes and our body language, and he knows exactly what I'm saying. And so, and there's a level of trust there that I've never really had with any other coach of mine, is to know that my dad has my best interests at heart. He's not here today because he doesn't like the fame. He honestly will be really mad that I'm talking about him in my interviews because his main goal is just to coach his best and just to make me the fastest person ever. So I really appreciate him taking his time, and you know, I'm his part-time job and he loves it, and we definitely have fun together. I'm not allowed to call him dad on the track. He's only coach, and when we leave the track is done and we go back to being father and daughter, and so it's a pretty unique experience. I can say that a lot of people probably think that it probably wouldn't work because it's really hard to have a loved one in your workspace and be in that kind of environment with someone like your father or like your husband. But if you ever seen us together, you would probably think that we were more best friends than father and daughter.
That is beautiful. Hey, you know, this is a difficult, I would think, sport on your body. How do you recuperate? Is there any special drinks that you use? Chocolate milk? I don't know. Or do you rest more? Or
it's definitely all about training smarter. Before, I was kind of a knucklehead that I would train as hard as I could, push my body beyond boundaries, and it's kind of how I got all my injuries. So now I'm training a lot smarter. I know that rest is just as important as training. Staying up on my vitamins, eating, you know, healthy meals. Because I moved home, I get home cooked meals all the time now. I go over to my mother's house and she cooks for me all the time. So it's definitely been contributing to, like, you know, my recuperation after hard workouts, and just definitely just staying as smart and healthy as I can.
Yeah, I know that a lot of athletes, I also cover a lot of boxing, especially as time goes on and you age, they say that one of the most important parts is the recovering afterwards. It's not like when you're younger and you can just do it every single day.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you really need that rest, and that's like
Absolutely.
one of the most vital, important things, you know, to replenish that body.
Absolutely. It's something that I've kind of really taken pride in this year, is to really worry about, you know, how much rest I'm getting. You know, if I have a really hard workout, I listen to my body. If the next day I come in and my body's just not having it, I listen. I don't push it past its boundaries. And so that's been probably the most influential thing with me after my injuries, was learning how to listen to my body. And so as you get older, I'm only 26, but in track that's a little getting up there in age. You know, as sprinters, we kind of retire after 33, 34. And so I'm definitely training a lot smarter, and I'm not doing a lot of the same things that I was doing when I was 19 years old. So it definitely has been working out.
Well, good luck, and we'll see you tomorrow, 112th Millrose Games.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
We'll see you afterwards.
Thank you.
Victory. For the New York Roadrunners 112th Millrose Games here at the New Balance Armory Indoor Track and Field Center in Washington Heights.
Ajee, this is becoming a habit, because the last time I was here, you also broke the American record. I think that was in 2017.
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
2017 and today, you know, we came out. You know, I was in really good shape. I ran really well last weekend, so coming onto a bank track, I definitely knew that it was possible. And race went a little iffy, but we came out with the win and the time, so I was happy.
You looked quite comfortable throughout the race. Were you under any pressure whatsoever?
Of course, you always know that, you know, the tough girls in the back are going to be coming. They're going to close hard. We have a lot of good kickers in the race, so I was just trying to stay poised, try to stay ready, try to stay strong, and get ready for the charge if it was coming.
Long season, 150,
Right.
860. How does that put you so early in the season?
Right. Definitely think that we're in a good place. Training's been going really well, so we're doing something right, and then from there we'll just keep building for the outdoor season.
Is there any part of your race that you'd like to improve on?
Absolutely. I always like about a third 200 indoors and outdoors. You know, you sometimes fall asleep or don't keep the pace going, so that's definitely something that I want to work on.
And how's training going?
Training's going great. Yep.
Thanks a lot. That's what this is.
Thank you. Thanks.
This is your building. It's like this building. What is special to you about running here?
It's super special. You know, you see people you've been, seeing over the years at this meet, whether it's fans, officials, coaches, athletes. So it's always a homecoming when I'm here and I'm racing, and the crowd really makes me feel welcome and loved.
You do well on this track. What is it like about running on this track?
The surface is great, and on top of that, the way the track is built, all of the energy, all of the noise, all the noise that the fans is making, you feel it, and it encourages you and makes you want to run harder.
Does this ever get old?
No, I love what I'm doing right now, and like I said, this meet is a staple, and it's one I look forward to coming to every year, so as long as I can, I'll be here.
What are your future plans, for the rest of the year?
So I'll do U.S. Nationals in a few weeks, and then from there we'll taper down a little bit, then start building up again slowly for the outdoor season. Yep. Thank you.
Hey, do you mind if I step in here? Hey, we have once again you set a record. Tell me, tell our audience about this race. At what point did you think maybe you were ahead, or?
Yeah, I felt really good coming through the 4. I felt like I needed to sit back off of it a little bit. It was, I was concerned about being strong enough to finish, but I was able to finish strong in the last 2 laps.
And as they say, this is your track. Last time we were here, you won with the relay once again. How are you feeling?
Right now, going through it a little bit. I'm gonna probably cut this short and kind of just chill out for a little bit.
And what's next?
Next is Nationals.
Okay, well, good luck there.
Thank you.
Thank you. Alicia Monson, hey, congratulations, winner 3,000 meter. Tell us how you're feeling right now.
Incredible. I honestly wasn't really expecting this, but such a great opportunity to be here, so I figured you might as well take advantage of it.
Is this what you usually run? Are you from Wisconsin?
Yes, I go to Wisconsin and I run there. Usually, this is a PR by like 30 seconds for me, so a great season starter for the 3K. Yeah.
And share the experience. At what point did you feel that you were going to jump ahead, or tell the audience a little bit about that?
Honestly, the whole race I was kind of trying to just stay calm and composed, and unfortunately that fall that a couple of girls took kind of opened it up, so I just kind of stuck on the train and did what I could, and when it came down to the last lap I realized I had some left.
And what's next for you?
Next up is Big Tens, I think. We'll be trying to do well as a team there, racing the 3 and the 5, getting those points in.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
What does a result like this mean for you in this middle of the season?
It's honestly incredible. Wasn't quite expecting this, but I think it definitely gives me a lot more confidence of, where I obviously still competing for college, so where I can be in the NCAA and see how I can compete against those other girls.
Any shot to win that race?
I hope that I have a shot in the NCAA. I didn't realize that I had a shot today, so it definitely gives me more confidence over my season overall.
Today, what were we thinking
today?
The last few, coming in, was there a time goal in mind? Or?
I didn't exactly have a time goal. Honestly, it was kind of to qualify for the indoor national championship, but kind of the goal for me today was to stick on the line and stay attached and be a contender, and turned out really well for me.
With his English Gardner, who just won the 60-meter sprint. What was that time?
Actually, I don't even know my official time. I kind of just blinked out. So if you know, that would be kind of good for me.
Well, here's the winner. And yesterday we asked about that start.
Yeah.
So tell us about your start.
It was horrible.
Oh, it was?
Yes. I did not execute in the beginning, but good thing, my strength was up and I was able to get out there and use my legs at the end of the race. Is probably what got me the win. But, I haven't even concentrated on block work or speed work or anything like that. So I'm pretty pleased with how it went. Going back to the drawing board, going back to my high-intensity volume training and getting back to work.
Oh boy, because when we talked about that start, you said yesterday, oh, we runners always hate to talk about that start. Well, anyways, congratulations. And what'd your dad say?
Oh man, he's pretty pleased. We'll probably talk about it a little bit more. I haven't really got to talk to him yet. Just came straight off the track. So hopefully tonight we'll have a discussion. He'll go over what he thought was good, what was bad, and then we'll go to the drawing board and fix it all up.
Well, congratulations. You know, today I was in my spinning class, and I was thinking of you for some reason.
Thank you.
So I'm so glad that it turned out right.
Thank you
Hey,
so
and
much.
what's next?
Man, I'm just training right now, and then we'll go back to the drawing board and see what's the next move. But right now, I'm just focused on getting back to work and getting stronger, faster, and better.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Were you more surprised by the win or the time?
More so the time. I had no preparation for this meet, no speed work. I literally came off of all of my volume, high volume, 400s, 450s, 300s, 250s, 200s, and so I have yet to do anything to make me fast. And to see my natural ability just flourish like that, I'm super excited because a lot has changed with my training, and to see results like that when you've been putting in work, it kind of makes it all worth it. So I won't complain as much when my father's telling me to do a 300 or a 400. I'll kind of just deal with it because obviously he knows what he's talking about. So just super excited about the PR, and I'm just elated to be back. It's been a long road for me. I had 3 knee surgeries on my right knee, coming back from a second ACL reconstruction, and it just was very taxing on my mind and my body. And so to be able to come back and run a world lead is mind-blowing. It probably is not going to hit me until I'm laying in my bed, and then all the tears are going to probably come and flow. But I'm just super, super blessed, and God is really good, and I'm thankful that, you know, I like to joke around and say I'm one of his favorites, so sometimes he just pulls through for me more than others, so I'm grateful.
Any concern about making the comeback on such a high-profile stage?
The thing is when everyone else was doubting me, I never doubted for 1 second my ability. I feel like I didn't go through the first ACL surgery not to learn anything, and I learned exactly what I needed to do to get back, and I trusted my training, I trusted my coach, and I trusted the ability. You know, I know I was made and built to run track and field, and I wasn't going to stop until I came back, and so I'm super, super excited that everything kind of paid off. I'm just lost for words kind of, so I'm a little rambly, but I'm just really thankful that I was able to really just come back from those major injuries and do what I had to do.
It's been 6 years since you won this race. How are you different than you were in 2013?
For one, I'm 26, so I'm a little older. In track years, I like to say I'm a grandma a little bit. We kind of retire around 33, but the blessing is I had so many injuries. I feel like it added more years onto my career, which is awesome. You guys definitely built up the place this time. It was a lot more lights, camera, action. Definitely was an exciting race. I love coming back home and running. The tri-state area, New York, New Jersey, Delaware, that's my home, and I don't feel any more comfortable besides Eugene than here. So it's definitely been an amazing experience, and Millrose has definitely had my heart. And the last time I came here, I was coming back from an ACL surgery, ran a world lead. This time I came here, back from an ACL surgery, ran another world lead. So I'm thinking that this track has a little bit of luck with me. So definitely excited to be back.
What's your dad's background?
Surprisingly, the man has coached me since I was 8 years old, and nobody really knows that. On and off, especially mentally, even when I've gone on to new heights, college and professional, he still was, you know, in the background, in my ear, telling me that, you know, what my ability was, reminding me who I was, definitely giving me all the pointers and stuff mentally and physically that I really needed along this journey. So it's even more special to be able to come here and we do it together. I have something a little bit more I'm running for. You know, I'm not just running for myself, but I'm running to prove that he's actually able to do this. So super, super excited and just happy that we were able to do it together.
You were with John Smith before?
Yes, I was with John Smith, amazing coach. I learned so much in that program. He taught me how to be a professional and taught me how to just really overall go out there and perform and compete regardless of anything. And to that, I owe him the world. So definitely, if you're watching, Coach Smith, I really appreciate you and I love you, man.
We talked about following the pace and took the lead, and yeah, this was the plan.
Do you feel comfortable if it was a slower race, or does it have to be fast paced for you to do well?
I think we are practicing both types of races, and last race in Boston felt also very good to start slow and then set the kick right, and yeah, but sorry, but I really like these races, just fast and just do my own step.
So you prefer the faster pace the whole way?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's your goal?
Yeah, I'm now a senior, I think 2 years, and yeah, I'm working to get closer to the world class, and yeah, I make the step to train with a great team, yeah, to improve as an athlete and hope that I will get closer. Yeah.
This is national record too, right?
Yeah.
And, could you talk about that?
Yeah, it was also national record outside and inside, and sorry, the time is also faster than I ran last season, and yes, I'm really happy.
Since starting working with the Oregon Project, is there a specific thing you have really tried to improve? Any part of your running that you really want to try to get better?
No, I think it's the whole setup. It's really great to be able to train with this team, and I think they give me the chance. They put everything on a higher level, and yeah, I'm very happy that I'm able to do this and to train with them.
What is the biggest difference between this and your old setup?
Sorry?
What is the biggest difference between this training group, the Oregon Project, and your old training group?
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, my old training group was also fun, but here are coming the world-class athletes together and to train on this level and to be able to do their stuff. It's just, yeah, I'm very thankful for this.
Will you run the European Championships?
Yeah, I will go back tomorrow to Germany, do the indoor championships in Germany, and after this I will go to the European.
And which distance for the European Championships?
That's not sure yet.
Yomif Kejelcha just ran 3:48, 8,000ths off the world record. How was your day today?
ደስ ብሎኛል። ያው አንድ በትንሽ ነው አመለጠኝ። ይሄን ደግሞ ደግሜ ሞክሬ ሰብራለሁ ብዬ አስባለሁ። ግን ስለቀረብኩት በጣም ደስተኛ ነኝ። ደግሜ ሞክሬ ሪከርድ እንደምሰብር ተስፋ አደርጋለሁ።
Well, I missed it by a little bit, but I'm very happy. I came very close to it, and I know I'm going to try it again, and I think I can break it.
Try it again this year?
ያ እሞክራለሁ። አሁን በዚህ ዓመት ውስጥ አሁን ደግሜ ሞክሬ እንደምሰብር ተስፋ አደርጋለሁ።
Yes, I'll try it again this year, and I'm confident I can break it.
When did it start to feel hard?
ምን ላይ ነው የከበደ?
መጀመሪያ 200 በጣም ፈጥነዋል። እሱ 455 ነው የመጣው። 56 ቢመጣ ኖሮ አሪፍ ነበረ። እዛ የመጀመሪያ 400 ነው የፈጠነው። ስለዛ መጨረሻውን ፊኒሺንግ ትንሽ እንደማልጨምር አድርጎኛል እሱ።
I think the beginning was a little bit too fast. The first lap or so was a little fast. I think we ran it in 4:55 and it should have been 4:56. I think I felt that at the end.
What went into the decision to pass the pacemaker?
Pacemakerun ለማለፍ ምን ብለን እንዴት ነው የወሰንከው?
መጀመሪያው 400 በጣም ስለፈጠነው ልክ አይ 800 ለማየት ትንሽ ከብዶታል ሲቀሰቅስ አይቼ ከዛ እሱ እንደማለፍ አለፍኩት። እሱን ይዤ ብሄድ ኑሮ ይቀሰቅስ ነበረ። ስለዛ እኔ ደግሞ አልፌ መፈጠን ሞከርኩት።
Because he went the first 400 really fast, I felt that at the 800 he was struggling a little bit. And I sensed that, so I thought I should pass him. I think if I had stayed with him, I would have slowed even more.
Did you think you had broken the record when you crossed the finish line?
ልክ መስመሩን ስታልፍ ሬከርዱን የሰበርክ መስሎህ ነበር ወይ?
አይ ልክ መስመሩን ሲያይ እንደዚህ ስክሪን አየው ወዲያው ገባኝ እንደማልሰብር።
As soon as I crossed the line, I looked up at the screen and I understood I had not broken it.
Was that your goal going into today? Did you want to break the record?
ዛሬ ስትመጣ ሬከርዱን ለመስበር ነበር ወይ አላማ?
አዎ ለመስበር ነው ተዘጋጅቼ የመጣሁት። እግዚአብሔር ፍቃድ ሆኖ አልተሳካልኝም። እንግዲህ እስቲ ሁለተኛ ሙከራ ላይ እንደማሳካው ተስፋ አደርጋለሁ።
Yes, that was my goal. That was what I prepared for, was to break the world record. It didn't succeed. God did not will it, but I believe that the second time will succeed.
Could you sense the crowd cheering you on, or did you block that out?
ህዝቡ እንደሚደግፍ ይሰማህ ነበር ወይስ ድምፁን በሙሉ ከአእምሮህ ታስወጣዋለህ?
አይ እሱ በጣም ድጋፍ ሰጥቶኛል። እሱ ሁሉም በጣም አመሰግናለሁ፣ እወዳቸዋለሁ። በጣም ደስ ብሎኛል። ድጋፉ በጣም ደስ የሚል ነገር ነው።
Yes, I could sense all of the support, and it really gave me a lot of moral support. So I thank them, I love them, and it was very helpful to me.
When was the idea of the world record first discussed with him and his coaches, and is that the only world record you guys have talked about?
Thank you.
መቼ ነው ይህንን የዓለም ሬከርድ ስለመስበር ከአሰልጣኞች ጋር የተነጋገርከው? እና ይሄ ብቻ ነው ወይ ከእነሱ ጋር የተመካከርከው ዓለም ሬከርድ ወይስ ሌላም ተመካክራችኋል ስለመሞከር?
ላስት ይር ነው ከአሰልጣኝ ጋር የተመካከርኩት ማይል እንደምሰብር። እሱ ነው ይህን ሀሳብ ያመጣው አሰልጣኝ አልቤርቶ ሰላዘር። ከዛ 2019 ላይ ነው እሱም ትሰብራለህ ብሎ ያሰበኝ። እኔም እሺ ብዬ ተቀብዬ ለመሰበር ሞከርኩ። ዘንድሮ እንግዲህ እሰብራለሁ ብዬ አስባለሁ። አሁንም ሌላ ደግሞ 5000 ሜትር ሪከርድ መሰበር ሞክራለሁ። ግን ካልተሳካልኝ ፈጣኝ ሰዓት እንደመሮጥ እሱም ተነጋግረናል። እቅዴ ማይል እና 5000 ሜትር ነው።
It was last year with my coach that we discussed the idea, my coach Alberto Salazar, of attempting this record. He said to me that in 2019 I would make an attempt on it, and I accepted that idea, and I've tried, and I still expect that I can break the record. We've also talked about the 5,000 meter world record, and I'd like to try that, but if not the world record, then I hope to run a really fast time in it. But my focus is on those two, the 5,000 and the 1,500.
What did his coaches say to him after race?
ከውድድሩ በኋላ ምንድነው አሰልጣኞች ያሉ?
እንደሱ በጣም ደስተኛ ናቸው። አሁንም እንደምሰብር ነው እንደምሰብር እሱ ኮችም ተብሳለ እኔም ተብሳለሁ። እሱ በጣም ደስተኛዎች ናቸው ሁሉም።
They were very happy. They're confident that I can break it still, and I also believe that I can break it still, and they were very happy. Until the very end, I really thought that I could break it, and I think that if I'd known that I was going to miss it by that little, perhaps I could have pushed a little bit harder, but I didn't succeed, and I guess it wasn't God's will.
And I'm Kristal Hart reporting from the New Balance Armory Indoor Track and Field Center in Washington Heights. Hope you've enjoyed the show, and thanks for watching.